stop areas. And one of those is Seneca Lodge. A lot of history, a lot of racing history with Seneca Lodge. Used to be right on one of the turns of the old Watkins Glen road course. And so if you are in the area, you want to make sure to make a stop at Seneca Lodge and check out the history that they have inside the lodge, and obviously good food as well. Today on NBCSN, keep it right here. We got K&N Series racing from Iowa at 2. Final practice at 3 for the Cup Series. Xfinity Series qualifying at 4:30. NASCAR America wrapping it up at 6 before you're going to tune in for the Olympics and opening ceremonies taking place today at 7:30. Let's kick off on the NBC Universal Networks. 78 of Martin Truex Jr. out on track. He is second quickest in this first practice session. Joey Logano has one of the fastest times. Both drivers did it on their 9th lap.
Martin's a really good road racer. Some road race wins. Really attacks the racetrack. He's very aggressive in how he drives, but he looks smooth. You know, he always looks like he's smooth, but he is constantly attacking every corner. He's a really, really heavy braker. Drives into corners really deep, uses a lot of brakes. He is a very, very good road racer.
And Jeff, they've been really quick in the 78 car so far today. Truex very happy with it, but they made several short runs so far today. And Truex kind of said, you know, I want to develop some rhythm. I want to get to a longer run just to see if I'm going to be good in race runs as well. They're also going to try qualifying trim later in the session. But Jeff, that's an important part of it. You don't talk a lot about it. It's fun to make these 2- and 3-lap runs, get ready for qualifying, isn't it? But being in rhythm is more important for the race, isn't it?
Well, it is. And remember, this is an odd schedule this weekend. You know, it's all practice today and you qualify tomorrow. So when you make that qualifying run is important because you're going to sleep on it all night. You're going to have to think about it all night and all day tomorrow. So, you know, it's interesting, where do you decide to put tires on to make that mock qualifying run today so that when the driver gets in that car tomorrow, he can have the best lap possible?
Well, you mentioned it. I think tires is going to be the big question when it comes to qualifying, because these drivers continually go out on the racetrack and go faster on the same set of tires. So I think it's really going to be a challenge for the driver crew chief to have a good plan. Do we start on stickers and hope we're fast enough in that first session to move forward? Do you need to start on scuffs? You know, what's the magic answer on laps on tires for qualifying?
I want to know the magic answer. Is it faster to amend your car or get it on, off skew there when they come over the rumble strips on all those corners?
Well, the whole game plan in the inner loop is obviously to carry as much speed there as you can, but to do that, you need to make it as straight as you can. So the only way to make it as straight as possible is to get the right sides all the way on that curve, right against the Armco barrier, so that you can make the rest of it go straight. So that's the game plan. When we watch Carl Edwards, he's just left pit road, and he's climbing up the S's now, building speed. So watch him as he gets into the inner loop. His plan is to get his right sides on the first curve and as close to that Armco barrier as he can, because if he does that, that makes the rest of it straight. So watch right here. This corner sets up the whole rest of it. As far as you can to the right, a little bit of tires on the left curve, and then all the tires on that right curve. So the reason why is, if you can imagine, if you don't use that curves, now you're making turns rather than trying to make it as straight as possible.
Yeah, these curves right here are not smooth. You see the 95 going basically all 4 tires over those curving. The 18 car has just left side. You see how much they come off the ground. You see right here the 15 of Clint Boyer. Look how rough. You saw the splitter bounce. Those are not smooth top curving, Rick. Those are rough, snapped curves. And how about the 40 of Jimmy Johnson? We're going to take a shortcut. We're going to turn right and basically just jump our way into the inner loop.
Paul Menard as well. And we were out with track president yesterday, and they had just painted all of the curvings, and you could already see where the cars were scratching the bottom of the cars, but scratching the concrete already, just hitting that hard on those turns that they were going through the inner loop. A guy who's definitely shown great speed, not only in this practice, but won both races a year ago. Joey Logano standing by with Dave.
And not that he took those exact lines, but he did watch what the other drivers were doing. What does that feel like?
Not very good, but it's a lot of fun. It's like a roller coaster through there. You're in the air, you're sliding around everywhere. The car's doing everything but the right thing. It seems like most of the time, but it's fun. It's a fine line of aggression and being careful with it, being soft with us. It's just a very fine line of how you get through it. And mile-an-hour far too much sends you one way or the other. So it's just you gotta be so precise with it, which makes it a lot of fun with these cars because you're trying to slow them down from a $180, I think. You're trying to slow them down. We barely can do that. So it's a lot of fun. Our show Penzo Ford obviously has got some speed in it. I feel like we're in the hunt. So we keep working on it here. See what we get.
So what are they doing wrong? They're all slower than you.
No, yeah, right. I'm just getting lucky every now and again.
Nice lap out there for Joey Logano. Quickest so far, guys.
Joey said it great. It's so much fun, but it's the pressure of running well is so great that you're like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? And it's like a mixture between the right amount of